JEM is my name, no one else is the same. JEM is my name. JEM.
You know, at some point I should probably take a break from the book here and, you know, eat. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. I've been at this for a few hours now. But, you know, only one more issue after this. I can stick it out. So we start the issue with a bit of a Jerrica's flashing back to her childhood when her parents were still alive. And what we learn is essentially that when Emmett was working on the technology that would become Synergy, there was some sort of bug or virus in it that he could never really seem to iron out. And Jerrica finally notices that Synergy looks a bit like Mom. How's about that? So the holograms are okay, and Synergy has her alter ego has divorced her. The virus itself has silica or something like that. Silica has seemingly divorced itself from Synergy and has put itself on some other system or hard drive or something like that. So shutting down Synergy wouldn't do anything at this point. Silica, the dark Synergy, the three band members, you know, one of them uses a theremin. Those aren't holographic projections. Those are real people that Silica, you know, took over with its music and is using as band members. So what I'm thinking is, I wonder if any of these people will turn out to be any of these hypnotized the sickness. Any of the sickness band members will end up being characters we know. Like, would one of them end up being Rhea? None of them seems to be a drummer, so there's no indication of that so far, but you know, that could be a fun idea, a fun way to introduce a character. I doubt I doubt they're going to end up being the Stingers, but we'll see. Anyway, so we're in plan mode. What do we do about this now? So we decide to team up with with the Misfits, who unfortunately Blaze and Clash have been zombified. So Roxy and Jetta are literally sitting on them, and they're just freaking out because it's invasion of the body snatchers here. Eric Bad Guy has returned, and he's brought Tech Rat in tow, who has analyzed the sound waves as best he can without listening to it, and explains that they're hypnotizing people. You can have... And he uses a really great analogy here to explain this whole thing. He says, nails on a chalkboard, and everyone goes, ah! He's like, see? You didn't even have to hear it to have a visceral physical reaction to it. Such is the power of music. So now we have to figure out how to unzombify the populace and find out where Silica is currently hosting itself and take care of that. We have found out through Jerrica's misadventure as Jem, Smooch, and Rio that a strong emotional occurrence can snap you out of it. You don't have to wait 6 to 8 hours for it to wear off. So Roxy and Jetta do some type of hazing ritual that's done off screen to snap Blaze and Clash out of it. So all of our main characters are themselves, and they say, okay, so what we need to find a way to snap every. We're doing a worldwide broadcast tomorrow. Our show is being broadcast worldwide or something, so that's the biggest audience that Silica could ever happen to have. We need to do something that's emotionally resonant and impactful and relevant to everyone, such that we snap the entire world population out of it at once. But what can we do? What can we say? I mean, we can't just smooch everyone in the world. We can't do whatever the little hazing ritual was. And they're all like, But you know who has a solution? Pizzazz has the solution. She shows up and says, music. Music is the only thing that ever saves the day. So I'd say it'll have to be a Super Show team-up to end all Super Show team-ups. And I have to say, oh my god, these boots. Oh my god, these boots. I'm at once horrified and intrigued. It's just... It's like Square Enix got a hold of her boots and said, "Put belts on them." It's like, there's not enough room on my right boot. Then strap them around your calf. More belts. I kind of love that one is a knee high with a gigantic zipper. Seriously, the zip's like the size of my palm, and the other one is under the calf. But then she has strappy belts going up her leg. That's a striking outfit. Pizzazz is the best. So, alright. It's going to be an interesting conclusion because we're going to sing the best song that's ever been sung. We're going to kumbaya our way out of this one, but because it's a comic, we don't get to hear it. Which is both a pro and a con, I suppose, because if they did this in the cartoon, they'd have to actually write a song, and we'd sit there judging the song. It's like, that's not the best thing. That wouldn't snap me out of a zombified state. Whereas, in a comic book, even though we can't actually hear the song, our brains can fill it in and say, they sung the most fantabulous song that has ever been sung. Wish I could hear it. So, dem boots.